Yeah, Qubit, it's like the thing about stocks like QBTS is like they reach their fever pitch, and when the shareholders can't get any more rally out of them, they dump them. Okay, I bought this stock because it's rallying. It's not rallying anymore. Yes, orphan drugs are easier to get approved. Yeah, we would do analyst internships and or full-time analysts. My day is so like out of control. Like I have no time to do anything, and it sucks. I gotta admit, it's stressful. It's also the life I signed up for. It's the startup world. I mean, I do have anxiety, clinical anxiety, so that can get in the way sometimes of the things that I want to do. Sometimes I have to take a break when I don't want to take a break. And I'm very open about this. It's not so debilitating that I can't work, but it's still, it'll rear its head sometimes. But, there's some anxiety that just will never go away. And like, if you're predisposed to it, the good news is like, I don't have anything to be anxious about. Like life is pretty great. I've never really had that other than my legal period. And I wasn't it's funny. That was like not that stressful of a time for me. It's just something I've lived with my whole life regardless. It sucks. Some people have anemia. Some people have a genetic disease. Some people have Crohn's disease. Some people have cystic fibrosis. I'm very lucky. I'm pretty healthy. My day-to-day is so busy. And then on top of it, I have very low vitamin D. Very low. Terribly low vitamin D. Low vitamin D, low iron, and low B12. I gotta go see doctor. I gotta touch grass. I'm gonna stay sick, okay? I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna thug it out. You go sing Kumbaya. There's a lot of cool companies here to look at. I definitely want to look at all of these. It's like a kid in a candy store. I only feel like looking at large caps. So if somebody wants to suggest a large cap to look at, let's go to the requests section and go to L. Sorry, I've been a little delinquent here. Give me a really big large cap. Dash. Let's look at Dash. I got the same psychiatrist my whole life. I'm fine. The anxiety is something I'm used to. It's pretty normal. I just, sometimes my body tells me to slow down, and I try to listen. All right. Psychiatry is like one of these monolithic fields. Like, there's nothing really that special to it. I hate to say it. It's like you could be a psychiatrist with a flow chart. Be like, okay, can't get up in the morning? You don't enjoy the things I used to enjoy? I like depression in me. Here's some Celexa or Lexapro. That didn't work? Okay, here's some Cymbalta. It really is not rocket science. Now, my guy's very good, so I'm not trying to... But, it's a trade-off. I do think there's a trade-off there. And you could switch medicines. I think the key thing is that your mental health is very, very important. The side effect stuff you can worry about later. Once you get stable mentally, then you can make some adjustments. 77 billion market cap. So 420 million shares outstanding. Is that a joke? 420? $182 a share, 420 shares outstanding. 23,000 employees. I think the Dashers are employees. I don't know. How many orders? Wow, that's a lot of orders. Okay, so without knowing how many orders DoorDash has, how many orders do you think they do in a year? It's a breathtaking number. The sleaze, 2.6 billion. 2.6 billion orders. Gross order value, 80 billion. People spend $80 billion getting their food delivered. $31 a piece. Got it, WT81. But yeah, I was thinking 27,000 people would not cover 3 billion orders. Basically, you need 1 million people, roughly. It's not 1 billion orders in a quarter. It's I guess so. 2.5 billion in a year. So theoretically, they could do that much, yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going to 1099 the robots. That's Mando. That's how we grow the economy. It's the robots walking around delivering DoorDash. Honestly, that would make DoorDash a lot more profitable. So maybe that is a bullish case, right? They're just going to have robots running around delivering these things. Seems reasonable. All right, let's look at the financial statements. Every company can be distilled into the 3 financial statements. They tell a story that is completely understandable through the financial statements. Now, it doesn't tell you the future. It tells you the past. The past doesn't hurt to know. Some robots are going to want tips. Others will work for free. Yeah, the future is a whole other question. Robots will have ethnicity, absolutely. They're going to be like, DeepSeek. You're talking to a DeepSeek model? If you're going to cheat on me, at least cheat with GPT. You're going to have kids, and the kids are going to be like, oh, you bring a kid home from school to play, and you're going to be like, who's your new friend? This is Jacob. Hi, Jacob. Nice to meet you. And Jacob sounds like a normal kid, but then turns out he's a robot. And your son's like, Dad, Jacob's a robot. What? And then, of course, the liberals will be like, yeah, stop being speciesist. They're people too. I'm going to be right with them. I'll be standing there marching for robot rights while you haters, you know, have your backwards regressive views. I'm going to be standing there. I stand with the robots. So Doordash has like 48% gross margin. Holy dilution for Doordash, man. Cash flow from operations for Doordash. Pretty massive. Somebody was saying this is a short? How is this a short? 1.8 billion in free cash flow. Feels to me like they're just on the cusp of like profits exploding, potentially. It's just the free cash flow is so much higher. I mean, it's not cheap either way, but could be some upside. Depends on how fast they grow, but they just have 2 more 20% years. It's kind of cheap. Yeah, I'd be very wary of shorting Doordash. It could actually be a long. Any other large cap requests? Just put them in Godel, please. Like mega cap, 50 billion and above. I'll take a look at them right now. Bitcoin Cash is 0. Okay, I could look at Taiwan Semi, ASM Lithography, Accenture. I'd like to look at Accenture. So why don't we do Accenture, because I don't have a model at all. And it's 240 billion. And then once I'm done with that, we'll look at some more. All right, let's look at Accenture. ACN, 320, spot 50, 300 million shares outstanding, plus Class A, which is 674.873 minus 49 that they hold. So that's what, a billion? Yeah, 900 million shares outstanding. So roughly 300 billion market cap. Cash money is 8306 plus 5 plus 371. 9 billion in cash. Debt is, so yeah, 290 or 285. Thought that sounded wrong. 295 enterprise value. Some companies you want to include depreciation, some companies you don't. Aren't you the guy who was talking crazy on Godel chat, Vinay? Aren't you about to get banned? This is 16.224.303. Maybe how should I do this? Yeah, that's fine. 17,689,545. So revenue is 18 billion. Well, that's for a quarter. That's for a quarter. I thought I was looking at the 10K. I'm not. Looking at the 10Q. What's happening with Asana is Dustin's still the CEO, right? Dustin's stepping down. He's been pretty ineffective. So it kind of makes sense, right? Accenture doesn't do audit. They're consulting only. And it's all tech consulting, if I'm not mistaken. Could be a co-founder of Facebook and still not be able to cut it in enterprise sales. Ruthless world, man. We got some consulting haters here. Accenture's like an AI stock. Are you haters mad, huh? How you haters gonna be mad? I'm sure there's some nice people that work at Accenture. How would you like it if somebody slammed your company? Can't we all just get along? I'm not really a defense stock fan or understand the business much. To me, except for Anduril, they're all kind of like these boring, bloated companies. Okay, let's read how Accenture even describes themselves. A leading global professional services company that helps the world's leading organizations build their digital core, optimize their operations, accelerate revenue growth, and enhance services. I need all that. Creating tangible value at speed and scale. Can I dial 1-800 Accenture? We are a talent and innovation-led company with approximately 774,000 people. They must be reporting pretty soon. I'm sure every single one of those 774,000 people is really excellent. Technology is at the core of change today, and we are one of the world's leaders in helping drive that change with strong ecosystem relationships. We combine our strength in technology and leadership in cloud data and AI with unmatched industry experience, functional expertise, and global delivery capability. We offer a range of services, solutions, and assets across strategy and consulting, tech, operations, Industry X, and Song, together with our culture of shared success and commitment to creating 360-degree value, enabling us to help our clients reinvent and build trusted, lasting relationships. We measure our success by the 360-degree value we create for our clients, each other, our shareholders, partners, and communities. Our revenues are derived primarily from Fortune Global 2000 companies, governments, and government agencies. We employed 774,000 people. We have long-term relationship and have partnered with our top 100 clients for more than 10 years. We go to market by industry, leveraging deep expertise across 5 industry groups: communications, media and technology, communications is telecom, media and technology, financial services, health and public service, and products and resources. Help our clients digitize faster, access digital talent, and reduce costs through digital engineering and manufacturing. Okay, so 40% communications. So it's like telecom. I imagine cable too. Okay, health and public services, their biggest sector so far. 13.8 billion. 31% health, 69% public service, defense, military, justice. Imagine if Doge cuts them out. Products is even bigger, 19.6 billion. Okay, so products is bigger. Products is, basically just publicly traded companies. It's pretty broad. Food and beverage, household goods, personal care, tobacco. Like, these are the kinds of companies that will give $1 billion to Accenture and be like, modernize us. Bring us AI. We tried calling GPT, it wouldn't answer. We need you to AIify our company. You're like, absolutely. Yeah, I get it, James. I used to follow this sector. It's called BPO. So just like Infosys or some of these other guys. Infosys, Tata, Satyam, Cognizant. It's mostly India. I would imagine a bunch of their employees are in India. Okay, my market maker's running. Let's see how this goes. It's gonna be wild. Just spouting orders left and right. I'm long Apple, short Costco, short a little Novo. Is ripping and flipping. No diversity in Accenture. Well, 3 out of 5 women here. 3 out of 6. 2 Asians. Only the key is the white male. We don't want this white male. So this guy's European. It sort of doesn't count. This guy's Indian. Okay, there's 1 white male here. Here's another one. COO. He's a problem. Fire him. My friend was the chief diversity officer of Ernst & Young. Okay, here's consulting and managed services. So we have a little bit of a model built up here for Accenture. They've been doing around 8 billion in net income pretty consistently. Now the problem is the market cap, or EV, is 300. That's 37 times net income. Let's look at cash flow. Cash flow. Okay, let's take a look. Cash flow is a little higher, so let's see. At least cash flow from operations. We'll look at free cash flow. What's interesting is cash flow from operations has not grown. Actually shrunk a little bit over the last 3 years, which is a long time to not grow at all. Okay, so cash flow is a little bit better. On average, sort of 8.8 billion. 34 times earnings, no growth. Accenture, man. Another stock with no growth, trading for 1 million times earnings. Get out of my face with this. Used to be able to buy Google, growing early days. Google growing 40% revenues. Used to be able to buy that for 30 times, 35 times. Now you got to pay that for Accenture. It's not even growing. Market's sort of not looking too healthy, down 1.37% here. Koreans, bag holders. I mean, you want bag holders, right? If you don't have, you kind of need bag holders to make bad decisions. But now, when you get them to make bad decisions, now you want them to close their positions right away. Well, hold on, they're gonna try to rock out a little bit. Well, you wait. You just gotta wait. Let them realize they made a bad decision. It's kind of unreasonable to say, okay, as soon as I get in my position, I want you to close yours. That makes sense. They're baggies. They're gonna figure out, that they made a mistake a year from now, not 5 minutes after you want them to. The funniest thing is they'll lose the lesson. The best lesson they're gonna have is they're gonna be like, I shouldn't be in these quantum computing stocks. Quantum computing is not a great industry. I don't know quantum computing. And then they're gonna just rush right into the next complicated thing that they don't know anything about. It's all quantum's fault. I'm never going to touch a quantum thing again. Well, remember, the bag holders, some of them are buying this thing $2,000 at a time. Every week, I toss $500, $1,000 into Rigetti calls. I hope to make 10x. Every now and then I do. Then I buy more calls. I get blown out on that. Rinse and repeat. And, multiply that by 50,000 people. You've got yourself, I don't know what'll happen with GTC. I doubt it'll matter. GTC is starting right now. My friends are already there. So market down 1.52%. Bitcoin down about 4% from yesterday, flirting with 80K again. D-Wave is just, they had a good guidance. I mean, the guidance was very strong. Okay, so it's only traded $4 million today, so a lot calmer. I don't think I've been running it all day though. It's still early. Looks like, not too profitable. I do like this a lot better. It turns way less. And you can see the P&L, even though the average security is not making money, the P&L is a lot better than a lot of the other days where it just sort of churned like crazy. So I'm confident we're going in the right direction. It understands the concept of profiting on a trade now. Before it was just like, okay, we'll do trades and whatever happens, happens. You worry about that. Now it's like, no, I want to profit. I would like to profit. S&P down 160 bips. It's not much size. If you're trading back and forth, it adds up very quickly, cheeky. Now, if you don't want to lose $1,000 here and there, then that's problem. You're gonna need to. It's like investing in your own education. You're gonna need to invest. Some real capital and time to make anything interesting. Q1 was a little light for Adobe. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to lose too much money, of course, but you can't be afraid of, spending a little bit of money. And you got to learn. There's no better way to learn the behavior than this way. I mean, you get excited. It's fun. Maybe you'll make some money and okay, let me do a tweak here and see what happens. If you're you got to risk something. I mean, you can't risk a big part of your portfolio, but this isn't really much size for me, so I'm fine. But as you can see, I mean, I'm down $300. That's not much. Yeah, of course, Ilya. That's the idea is I'm going to give you the best algos and you can run them right off our servers that are going to be co-located with the exchange, running on the fastest systems. And you can, take your own shot at some of these quant big profits from quant firms. I mean, why let them have all the fun? I'm not saying we're going to beat them or make a lot more money than them, but, let's give it a shot. And it's better than trading like a sucker. At least we have some way to fight back. Then we get our own order flow. We front run ourselves. We do dark pools, Godel pools. Nobody can see your order. Okay, $317. That's way better than the last few performances. I'm pretty happy. Yeah, algo's almost break even, baby. The insider buy was interesting, Toby. The insider sales were much more interesting. Chapman was I think Chapman was a scammer, man. High margins, I need that. All right, $600 of profits. Yeah, Sharpe ratio, max drawdown. I think max drawdown is the one we want to optimize. What's the Accenture thing with Godel Terminal? Oh, we looked at Accenture stock and we think it's a short. I hope that helps. So people can see the repo because the repo's private. So private repos you can't see. So, basically anybody can look at the repo now. I'd like to see pull requests. Pull requests are when people update it and fix bugs and provide comments and all kinds of things like that. So, but if you just want to clone it and run it, I don't necessarily have a problem with that, but that'd be nice. Anybody I'm adding, they have to communicate a little. Maybe add a person a day or something. Updates on P&L. I really do suggest everybody learn how to use command lines and GitHubs. We live in a technology world, man. You gotta get with it. It's not hard either. It's not hard. You make it hard. If you have a hard head, you make it hard. It can retain overnight risk. It's not that sophisticated. Manual intervention is often required. So you have to watch the positions. You can't just... I made this program 3 days ago, homie. It ain't Renaissance yet. But don't make it hard on yourself, man. It's not that hard. You get scared. Oh no. I don't know how to do this. That's loser talk. You can do it. Nobody out there is that special. Oh man, they're geniuses and I'm an idiot. No, it's not true. Not true. They just don't get scared. Don't be scared. It's just math. It's just formulas. It's just clicking and clacking. It's nothing that's beyond you. If you think it's beyond you, it'll be beyond you. But if you have some patience and work hard at it, it will click. Don't be scared. I can tell you everything's gonna be okay. All right, so $6 million trades today. A lot less than yesterday, but I think much more profitable. Oh, I know much more profitable. Yesterday it was just spamming orders just to spam them. Man, the spread in Costco is enormous, hilariously large. My method works and it'll keep working. You'll be a multimillionaire in no time. Stay focused on what value can you provide to your colleagues and the firm. Don't worry about you. You come later. What can you do for your colleagues and the firm? Keep that number one at all times. You'll do great. For real, never act like you're better than somebody else that you work with. Never act like, you're above doing something, job or whatever. Just be a good person. Don't be selfish. Don't be greedy. You got your whole career to be greedy. Right now, it's, establishing your reputation. Defend your reputation at all costs. That's all you got in life. You gotta keep that reputation as sterling as possible. Reputation is everything. Blessed that people trust me. I'm blessed that people still believe in me and like me. Without that, I'd have nothing. People willing to give me a second chance. They say, I know I saw the news too, but I trust this guy. I like this guy. I've known him a long time. He's a good dude. That's a big deal. Especially, like I said, your reputation. You might, when things are going great, you might say, what do I care? I don't need that. I want to get paid. When things go bad, and everyone will go through a rough patch, your reputation will matter a huge amount. Somebody will have your career in the palm of their hands, a paycheck, an investment, something, and they're going to say, do I do it? Do I not do it? And you're not even going to know who that person is or what they're deciding. And they're going to say, let me make some calls. And they call 3 random people that you've interacted with over the last 20 years. And that's kind of like the market. What's the market price on your reputation? You want it to be as high as possible. BlackRock wants to lend $30 million. And they say, well, I'm gonna check on this guy's reputation. Is he reliable? Is he trustworthy? I'm leaning towards no. They pick up a call and they say, what do you think? And they said, I would bet everything on this guy. I would lend him every dollar I have, interest free. Well, I'm considering lending him at 9% plus so far. I said, he's money good. Trust me, this guy is the most trustworthy person I know. Okay, that sounds good. Thank you for your time. Click, they make the loan. If the person says, yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while. Yeah, I'm not sure I could help, but maybe you want to give me a loan. That's yeah, inevitably you start your own firm, a money management firm or something like that, and you need clients, and those clients will come on the backs of relationships that you've built over time. Now, not everything is relationships. I've stressed that as well. I mean, you have to be good at what you do. You have to be, excellent, but it's not enough just to be smart and excellent. You also have to be liked. People hate your guts. That's not good, man. They're going to wait till you slip up and say, see, I knew that guy he's not a whiz like he says he is.